is perfect for that. It's about how to change your behavior and what you can do to help yourself. So just going to switch to my slide. And my name is Coach Cary. I started this company called True North 2 years ago. And the reason I called it True North is we help our clients find their true north. So everybody has their own God-given abilities, God-given mission. And we believe that it's important that you find your true north and then stay on that path. So, and that might be different from mine and other people. So I think that's where we differ as a coaching and consulting company, because other companies tell you, you know, do it this way like we did, but really we're about helping you discover your true north, then taking the right action steps to make changes and then getting good results. So today's topic is how to motivate yourself to change your behavior. So if you do the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same results. And that's not a bad thing, in that if you establish new behaviors and new habits, it's very powerful. And that can produce good outcomes for you long term. So the good news is, if you work on this and make some changes, you can really have better results long term, and it doesn't require that much effort. The hard part is when you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're just not happy about that. Maybe it doesn't feel right. You're a little frustrated with the direction things are going for you, and you need to make some changes. So that's where you want to step out of the comfort zone. And we know that developing good habits is very powerful. So we want to kind of establish these habits and make some changes. I read a book a year ago called Tiny Habits. It was from BJ Fogg, and it talked about how making these little changes in your life and anchoring those small activities to a much bigger activity that you do on a daily basis. Let's say just eating breakfast. So if you did one thing just before or after breakfast every day, in a few weeks, you would start to establish a new habit, and then it would feel normal. And if you didn't do that activity, it would feel not normal. Often people tell me that, like when they go to the gym, you know, it just doesn't feel right if I don't go once they're in the habit. But initially, getting the gear together, getting to the gym, doing your workout, it's difficult at the beginning to establish a routine and to stick with that, because all sorts of different life activities can kind of pop up and get in the way. And really that's where, you know, you need that motivation and to make those changes. And sometimes you need some coaching too, like consultants. That's what we do to help you to overcome some of those obstacles and stay on track. So if you're not happy and you want to change, today we're going to talk about how to do that. And basically it's one step at a time. Just some tiny changes can make a big difference. So motivation is a reason to act in a certain way. So you really want to, when you're motivated, you're kind of you want to make some changes. You want to change your behavior. You want to change your actions. And behavior is defined as the way you act towards yourself and the way you act towards others too. So really, we're talking about motivation, the reason why you want to make changes, and behavior, the way you're acting towards others and the way you respond to yourself. So I think that's really important first to define that. And then the other thing I would mention is it's important that the way you look at rewards and how you view that. And when I talk to clients about rewards, what I'm talking about is instant gratification. So you do need short-term rewards to keep you motivated and to change your behavior. So let's say you want to improve your diet, and so you need some type of reward for improving your diet. Let's say you're eating salad every day with dinner, you changed your routine, and so you need some type of reward that would be good for you short term, as well as something long term. You might want to give yourself a reward like financial reward, $1 every time you eat a salad for dinner. And then maybe at the end of the week, you can use that money to go buy something for yourself. But it has to be consistent, that short-term reward, with your long-term goals too. because we don't want you to get reward short-term and sabotage your long-term goals. So these incentives are very important. They're very motivating to people. These immediate rewards can really make it fun for you to make some changes. And of course, you need to monitor your progress as you're making these changes. So you need to have, I would say, a journal or something where you can say, okay, or a calendar, you're marking things down. I ate a salad today for dinner. I had a salad. And, you have those check marks on the calendar. You can look at that every day and say, wow, I'm really doing well. Or I skipped a day, not a big deal. Look how many check marks I have on the calendar. I'm doing really well. So I think that's really important. And, the other thing I would mention is the social construct of having an influence on you. So like the environment you're in is very important, and you might have to change your environment or even the associations you have with other people, because we're very social beings, and being around people that have healthier and better habits are going to lead to better results, because you're going to get validated for those behaviors that are going to be good and along the lines of what you want to accomplish long term. If you're around people or in an environment that's rewarding poor behavior, it's going to be hard for you to get that social validation to move to the next step or down that path, if that makes sense. So sometimes you have to make some changes in order to step out of that zone and to get the right validation from the group, your social circle, whether that's social media or the actual people that you're hanging out with. And then, of course, you want to reward yourself with these immediate rewards, instant gratification, long-term monitoring your progress, and checking the checks and balances. So having a plan and having that in a journal, and then working that plan or getting a coach like us to help you with that. That's very important too. And you really want to kind of take those steps to make that progress. Accountability is important too. I know I've had coaches and consultants over my career, and having someone to talk to on a weekly basis that holds you accountable to your action steps is very motivating. I found when I talked to the coach and I said, here's what I'm going to do. And the following week, I followed up and the coach said, how did you do? I would have something to report. And for me, that was very motivating to say, here's what I did, or here's what I didn't do because this is the obstacle that I encountered, and what do you think I should do? So it's very useful to have an accountability partner. It could be a coach or a consultant or a friend, but sometimes it's better to have somebody that's arm's length and kind of detached from your situation, because they can see it more clearly as an observer. You want to review your goals on a regular basis, and here at True North, we talk about the 100-day cycle, and you'll see a lot of our posts are about, day 25 out of 100, and this is about reviewing our progress. So we have 3 30-day cycles in the 100 days, and every 30 days we're resetting and saying, okay, what did we accomplish short term? What medium-term goals are we still working on, and what long-term goals are we contributing to that we may not get accomplished in the 100 days, but we may get accomplished in the next 100-day cycle, or maybe next year. So we really want to set goals, reset goals every 30 and 100 days, and we want to educate ourselves and learn. And I think that's really important, because I think we need to keep learning. We need to keep getting new information, and we need to grow as individuals, because as we're growing, that's pretty exciting. It's very motivating when we're growing and changing as individuals. I think when we're doing the same old, and we're not really learning much, then we become stagnant, and sometimes we go into decline. So we really don't want that. So I'm going to show you how you can follow up with us to get our services. Just a reminder that on Fridays, not this Friday, but next Friday, we're going to have happy hour with Coach Cary. So if you have any questions, join us for that. You can type in the chat. I'd be happy to answer those questions. And if you need further help, I'm going to show you our website just in a minute here. You can always sign up for coaching. You can sign up for a follow-up, a master class to these free webinars. You can get a pass, like the Master Pass, that allows you to go back and watch the master classes and get the upcoming master classes. And then there's the option for coaching in that Master Pass membership. So you do have a Master Pass with coaching as well. There's a workbook that we did, and that has 30 day sheets in it. So that just helps you to set goals, to record how you're doing, what your action steps are, and any obstacles that you're encountering, especially if you have an accountability partner or a coach. You can always show them that workbook and say, here's where I'm at. And it just helps you to move forward and to be able to visualize how you're doing. I'm going to just switch screens here, and I'm going to go over to our website. So just bear with me for 1 sec as I pull up our website. So here it is right here. And when you're on our website, this is the homepage and why I started True North and who I am, a little more background. You can go to the types of services we have to offer and the special target groups that we work with and why we work with those groups. True North coaching is open to everyone, but definitely I have more experience working with certain groups. Under coaching, you're going to see the 15, 30, and 45-minute coaching sessions. It's very easy to go ahead and book an appointment. You just go here, book now, and then it'll take you into a scheduling screen where you can choose a day and time to book a coaching session. I would recommend a 15-minute session. It's a really good get to know where you get to know more about our services, and we get to know more about your circumstances and how we can help you. So it's a really good way to get started. If it's kind of there's a lot there, maybe a 30 or 45-minute session, because there might be a lot to unpack. But 15 minutes is also good just to get things going and to see if it's a good fit. The events that we have coming up. So next week on Tuesday, we're going to talk about the philosophy of success. So what does that mean? And what type of philosophy you need to have to be successful. And then I'm going to do the happy hour on Friday with Coach Cary. That's in a week Friday. And just, you can come here anytime to this part of our website, wealthhealthhappy.com/webinars, and you're going to see all the upcoming events that we have. So we're always adding events 1 to 2 weeks in advance, and there's usually 3, 4, 5 events coming up in that time frame. We do a lot of the events on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but then sometime on the weekend too, like Fridays or Saturdays, we do these events. And I think there was one more thing I want to show you, and that is the blog. You can go to our blog. You can see what we're currently working on. We usually post on a daily or every other day basis, so you can see what we've recorded, what we've posted, what we're working on for upcoming webinars. That's a really good place to go. And then our shop. If you want to get the journal, you want to get some of the books that I've published on Amazon or the ebook version here on our website, you can get all that here. Here's the 100-day journal with 30 day sheets. Here's the 100-day journal without the day sheets if you have your own journal to record in. The gratitude journal, some books that I've published, successful private practice, that's for health professionals, and 100-day diet, which is on weight loss, and how I lost 30 pounds in 100 days last year. So all these books are on Amazon right here, these last 4. And you've got the audio version, ebook, paperback, and you can download the PDF version right here on our website. So, before I go down here, all of our recorded videos, including the free webinars, are here. And if you want to watch a specific masterclass that was recorded, you can always rent that by scrolling through these videos and then renting that one specific video that you want to watch. So you can do that too, instead of getting the Master Pass. So thanks for joining us today. I hope you learned something, and we look forward to working with you and seeing you soon for our next webinar.